Oh my days.
Oh, it's only YouTube sensation, the happy hooker.
Look who's just appeared.
But it is absolutely pouring. That's not my finger, that's the finger that's cut. Wrapped a bit of tape around it, but not working. Good afternoon all, welcome to Holyhead on Anglesey. The weather is, came up last night after work, didn't get down till about 2 o'clock, maybe 2 AM. Arrived at Holyhead with a view to go out this morning. I knew it was going to be bad rain wise due to chilled winds, but it was going to be raining. But when I got up this morning, honest to God, I thought the boat was going to float away without even putting it in the water. Biblical, the rain. So jack that idea. I was knackered anyway. Had a heavy weekend at work this weekend, been really busy. So back to bed. It is now about lunchtime. It's just about stopped raining, but as you can see, the weather is not very nice. Holyhead Mountain is up there, shrouded in cloud, really low cloud base. I think it's going to rain again this afternoon. I don't know whether I can be arsed putting the boat in. Not going to be able to go very far this afternoon. Winds at about 10, 12, something like that. So I wouldn't be going out. The offshore weather was this morning, but like I say, that would not have been fun in that rain. So I've not got much motivation to get the boat in at the moment, if I'm honest. I literally can't be arsed. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have a walk around the harbour for a bit, see if I can drum up a bit of motivation to get my arse in gear. Might go and have some break in the cafe and go out for a couple of hours this afternoon. The way I feel at the moment, I probably won't, but come on, sort yourself out, lad. Down at the other end now, on the other slipway. As you can see, bottom is full of weed at the minute. What are we now? 2 hours-ish after high tide. One side of it, to be fair, is not too bad. But you won't want to be launching much after 2 hours after high at the moment. Maybe slightly more, 2.5 hours after high tide now. That's about your lot, I think. As you can see, the weather has bucked up none. It's still pretty horrible, and I've just not had the drive to get the boat in this evening. It's about 7 o'clock now. Just couldn't be arsed. Totally no interest in getting out this afternoon, which is very unlike me. Just couldn't be bothered. Can't say any more than that, other than I could not be bothered. The weather didn't make it easy to want to. So tomorrow's plan, I'm going to launch at first light. The wind chills right out tomorrow morning. I've got 2 apps saying different things tomorrow. XC weather is saying that the morning's calm, and windy is saying that the afternoon's calm. So I'm going to launch early doors and hopefully get out a little bit offshore, get some chum in and have a good drift. All in all, bit of a change of plan this morning. As you've obviously already seen, we launched from Menai Bridge, Holyhead, checked the weather just before I went to sleep, and the wind was picking up to sort of 15, so there'd have been not really a chance of getting offshore, and if I did go for it, it'd have been pretty horrible out there. So I've decided to launch from Menai Bridge. The weather out of Carnarvon looks pretty sweet today, maximum of about 8, so that's the plan. Just flying up the Menai now, about halfway there. I've just was flying along at 20 mile an hour, and on the GPS absolutely fine, and then it just came into 3 foot of water, big sandbank. There was sand kicking up over the top of it, But luckily I was paying attention, just come off it a little bit. It was showing fine on the GPS, so luckily I was keeping an eye on it, because I'm not overly familiar with this straits. We just after Port de Norwich over here. So always be on your toes, especially if it's somewhere that you don't know. Come back off now, we're in 30 foot, so just stay out here where this riffle is here. So be on your toes. Right, got another, don't know, 4 miles to the edge of the end of the straits. Let's do it. Good morning, boat fans. Ho-ho! This is more like it. The sun's out. Very little wind this morning. Absolutely spot on. So, because of that, we have just come out into Carnarvon Bay, and because of the weather, we're going to blast out and put some chum out and see what happens. We've got, what time are we on? It's 8 AM. Tide switches at 11:30, something like that. So we could get out there, have maybe hour and a half adrift, then we'll turn around and go the other way for as long as the weather stays sweet. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Hey, yes, it's worth coming out. Bloody sat in a van all day yesterday, so we'll hopefully be repaid with something happening in this chum slick that we put out. Right, without further ado, let's get out there. Okay, rods are in the water. 2 baits out here, one at about 30 and one at about 50, fishing in 200 foot of water. I'll show you the gear that I'm using and the rigs when we stop this drift and start the next one. I just wanted to get them in quickly because we've only got about an hour and a half before the tide turns. I thought we might as well have a go while we're out here. Got a nice slick going out here now. And yeah, in it to win it. You never know. They're out here, so we have got a chance, that's all I'll say. Small chance maybe, but there is a chance. There was a thresher seen out of Holyhead a few weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago, so that'd be a bit special, but anything with teeth. Okay, we'll sit back, see this hour and a half out of this tide that we've got, probably throw some baited feathers down, see if we can catch some fresh bait. I've got some frozen mackerel with me, they're out now. We'll get a nice fresh whiting or even go through a shoal of mackies. We will get a fresh one on, but for now, we're fishing. Come on! Not used this kit yet. Well, I've used this butt pad before, but never this harness. We'll just fettling that all up, just in case I hook something really big. That seems to be okay. Right, the wait begins. couple of whiting, not really big enough for bait those. Oh my days! Come on! Oh my god! Fuck me! Oh wow! That is a shark. Or maybe it's a tope. Who knows? Oh, my legs are like jelly. Whatever it was has dropped it. Right, we're into something. Doesn't feel very sharky up. I think it's a tope. There's the leader. It's a tope. Decent tope. Good tope. Proper beating me up this. Bloody hell. He is a feisty one. Come on, fella. Right. Good 30. Fit as a fiddle him. All this fighting in the boat. Yeah, good 30. Woo! Better fight in the boat than on this rod. Straight down. He was full of it. Whew. Okay then, whilst I've got the rod out. Tackle used. Custom rod. Made by Matt Byers. I'll drop a link in the description below. This is an absolute beast of a stick. Skate / shark rod. Havoc Pro EX wide 30. 2-speed. Again, absolute babe of a reel. Skate, bigger sharks. Beautiful reel. The other one, I've got Daiwa Sea Line. I think that's 50-80. The Shimano TLD 25 on. More than capable of anything that's swimming out here. Balloon on a sliding link, set at whatever depth you want. Big coast lock swivel onto about 12 foot of wire trace, 4 down sled on the upper bit of trace, and then about a 5 foot hook link to a 14-0 Cox and Roll Mutsu circle, is it? There's a little muppet on one of these little whiting we've just had. I'm going to lose the drift in about 15-20 minutes, so I just thought I'd throw one of these whiting on for the time being, and then when we move I'm going to go a little bit further out. Right, not exactly what we're looking for, but a bit of excitement nonetheless. Obviously this rod is well overgunned, so I brought that fish to the boat and it was fresh as a daisy. Proper beat me up that. Yeah, those rods are no match for the tope, even a good sized one, so he was all over the show when I dragged him aboard. But yeah, upper 30 I would say. Should have weighed that one to be fair. He was yeah, probably 35 plus. First one of the year, so that's good. Happy with that. Rods are back out again. What are we on now? 5 to 11 I think. High tide was 11 something, not long after 11. What are we doing speed wise? We're still moving, so probably got another half an hour. And like I said before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out a little bit further. Up and a whiting on the bait. Happy days. Bought one of these the other day just to top my chum slick up. Just like a hand food processor if you like. Like that, and that fits on the top like there. Pull that out. Dices it all up. Any baits that I've not used or whatever, just get dribbled over the side as we go. Everyone, 4 mackerel and a little pecker. Get out for a string, tiny little mackerel and a whiting. Oh man, this weather. It is freezing. I had to put my down jacket on. I was hoping for an Indian summer, but it does not look like happening. It is cold today. The wind's just picking up a little bit. It was supposed to get progressively less as the day goes on, but it seems to be picking up a little bit. And we're quite far out, so I don't want to get stuck out here in the bad weather, but I mean, it's fine at the moment, but it does feel like the wind's freshening up, and that was not forecast. There's a little razor bill or guillemot. Let's make out what it is. Been sitting around my balloon pecking it. It's just burst it. Maybe that's where everybody uses bottles, eh? Little shit. Right, better get it in. What a little sod. There he is, he's back for a go at my red one now. Start off. Nothing happening at all. Yep, nothing happening now. Been on this drift for a couple of hours. I don't know whether to stick it out or whether to call it a draw and go back in. Drift's not great, the wind. The wind's pushing us and not the tide really. It's a bit of a strange wind. It's only about 3 foot swell, but it's really close together, so it's not very comfortable, throwing me all over the show. There we go again. Yeah, I don't really know what to do, whether to stick it out. Probably stick it out for another hour or so, but I can see myself going back in quite soon. Still in the game, so I'll keep going. Hopefully we'll get a chance, but my confidence is waning. Well, surprise, surprise. That didn't last long. That's the last of the chumming now. Actually quite a good slick going on, but nothing doing shark wise, so I'll give it another 5 minutes, just drift through this bit of chum that's petering out now, and then we'll probably call it a day. It's absolutely freezing. This wind is chilly. Yeah, I don't know what to do next. It's still reasonably early, so might go back in towards Landwin, see if the dolphins are kicking about. Maybe see what the weather's like when we get in. If it's a bit chilled, then we get further in. Might have a go for some rays, or throw some lows about at the top of the Menai. Because I'm not going in yet. I'm going to stay out all day still. But yeah, this is getting a little bit uncomfortable now. This swell is really close together. It's bouncing me all over the show. Got one block of chum left, but I think I'll take it home and save it for next time. Keep trying, I will get one. It's bloody lovely here. I love this spot. Landwin Island, just had my lunch anchored up in this bay. It is beautiful around here. These sailing boats got the same idea as well, 2 there. 2 off the back here as well. Lovely, lovely spot. Right, what to do next? I think still got a few mackerel left from before, so what I'm gonna do is go over to like the other side of Carnarvon Bay, if you like, as if you're going to towards Trevor, and drop some ray rigs down. Not had a ray for a while, so let's try it and catch a couple of them. I do like a ray as well. It's normally a decent spot. So I'll scoot over there, only 10 minutes away, and we'll throw some strips of mackerel down. Hopefully they drift in too fast and we'll be able to pick up a few rays. I think it was a good call to come in. It's wild at the moment. This wind has really picked up. It wasn't forecast either. It's supposed to drop off this afternoon, not get stronger. Good call. Rays are off the menu. It's got up a bit, this. Just turning back just under 180. They're going into those waves. They're quite big now. Yeah, not going to bother going across there. Got to go across the waves, so we'd have to go out to come back in. Sod that, it is pretty tasty out there now. Back to the Menai we go. Look at this sexy rascal. It's the replacement for the one that I blew up last week. Thanks to the guys at ABC Beaumaris for sorting me out. Let's try and put a bass on it, eh? We're going to video each other, Rich. Oh, it's only YouTube sensation, the happy hooker.
Look who's just appeared! Come out the buckskin! I'm going to be outdoors! With this lovely little warrior. Nice to hold up. Well, do him a drive-by. Roll back line. Come on, mate. Do you know what? I've probably got enough. Well, I haven't
God, he's out of fuel.
I'm not out of fuel, I've got enough to get me back, I'm just on the cans.
He's got loads really, he just wants some size. There he is, catching some fuel. Watch this, a seamless exchange. Beautiful handover. Nearly pulled him in, I think, though. You might have run out of water there, Rich. Keep up with that engine. It's a beast. Simon and the happy hooker just left me for dead. They've both got 115s on their boats and just disappeared into the distance. I'm doing 25 and they've just left me for dead. I've effed up here. Just come to Beaumaris. I was going to go and have a chat with gamekeeper John. He's fishing up there on Gallows Point. I've never met him before in person, but I've just jumped off my boat and I caught my finger on the stainless rod guard on the top, and I've ripped a massive chunk off my finger and it is pissing me blood. I've just jumped back on the boat to get some tape, but it is absolutely pouring. That's not my finger, that's the finger that's cut. Wrapped a bit of tape around it, but not working. Shit. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do here. Oh no. Just had a look at it and I think I'm gonna need some stitches. Shit. Right, what am I gonna do? Oh no. Right, I'm just gonna bob back round Gallows Point, chuck my anchor down, I'll sort myself out. There's fucking blood everywhere. Shit. Well, that's a bit of an abrupt end to the session. I think it stopped bleeding. I've just had half an hour up at Beaumaris with Rich and gamekeeper John. Just threw the anchor down and jumped out and stood with them for half an hour. So I've literally crawled back up nearly at Menai Bridge now. I've had to go really slow because I can't really steer so much. I'm going to have to take this off now, try and get a bit of duct tape on it so I can get the boat out of the water. I really fancy fishing this evening. It looks like it's going to be a nice evening. A bit cloudy over the back, but out towards Beaumaris it is nice. But my casting is over for today. Not so sure about tomorrow. Might be going home. Could really do with stitches, but I ain't got time for that. Who's got time to sit in here for 10 hours? No, I'm sure it'll be fine. Bit of super glue maybe. Stick the flapper skin back on that ripped off. Right, here we go. Let's try and get it off. Trouble is, because I've not been able to fish, we're bang on low water now. I think probably going to need at least half an hour to get some water on the bottom of the slip. Right, first things first, repair the finger. Great stuff. That was a bloody trial. Glad nobody was waiting for the slip. It took me bloody ages. Right, let's get off this slip just in case there's boat up on the slip there, but it's on the trailer and nobody about, so I don't know what the crack is at. And obviously this one, which the trailer has disintegrated, so I don't know how long that'll be there. Apparently it's going up to Simon's at some point when they can get a replacement trailer. Right, let's get away from here.